My entitled aunt demanded I throw her a baby shower, so I threw a huge party and didn't invite her. 3 months ago, my family was together for dinner and my aunt announced that she was pregnant. It was a huge shock because she's A, not exactly a spring chicken, and B, not in a serious relationship. I politely congratulated her, but frankly I did not really care, because my relationship with my aunt is not great. You see, a few years ago, my aunt, mom's sister, and my uncle got divorced. It was a huge mess. Basically she cheated on him and got caught. They had a lot of money and she got basically nothing in the divorce, since she cheated. She had a rough time adjusting to not having a man paying for everything and she ended up living with us for a few months. I tried to be chill about it since I knew she was going through a hard time, but honestly it was horrible. She spent the whole time on our couch wailing and derailing every conversation to make it about her and her trauma. She was always leaving huge messes in the kitchen and she never did any cleaning, so I was constantly picking up after her, and my parents told me to just let it go because she was suffering. Finally she got her own place, but she was still calling my mom at all hours with one crisis or another and completely stressing her out all the time. So yeah, she's not my favorite person. From the minute she announced her pregnancy, it became super clear that she was going to milk this for all it was worth. She has 2 kids already with my uncle, but they're grown up, so I guess she can't get her required daily attention from them anymore. But she was dancing around showing off her bump like some sort of proud teen mom, and also wearing some really revealing clothes, which was a lot. She was at our house all the time, eating all our food and then complaining about how nauseous she was. And of course there was always some drama with the father, who she wouldn't reveal to us, because she was loving holding the mystery of it over our heads, or her doctor was discriminating against her, or her work was threatening to fire her, or something. Always something. Well, 2 weeks ago she showed up at our house with a brand new crisis. Her daughter, who was supposed to throw her a baby shower, was stuck in New York for work and wouldn't be able to make it home. She was devastated. What was she going to do? She had no baby stuff. Blah blah blah. She was crying about it to my mom, who I think was trying to very gently lead her to the realization that women her age don't typically have baby showers, or babies. When I walked into the kitchen and my aunt pounced and started begging me to throw a baby shower for her, since my mom had already told her that she didn't have time. I told her sorry, but absolutely not. I was way too busy with school. I'm a junior in high school and college stuff is really ramping up, and lacrosse and student council, all of which was completely true. And also, I had no interest in throwing a baby shower for anyone, particularly this lady, but she absolutely would not let it go. She texted me constantly over the next few days, telling me what day, 2 weeks from now, was going to be best for her, and this was the color scheme she wanted, and I would need to get these decorations and these appetizers. It was crazy. She was literally expecting me to spend hundreds of dollars on this event. She wouldn't stop sending me guest lists and then going, actually, no, don't invite Nancy, or whatever the F. I kept saying no. I told her a million times that I was way too busy to go to a party, let alone plan one. It just absolutely was not going to happen. When she called me selfish, that was the last straw, and I decided, you know what? Maybe I had time for a party after all. So I pulled out all the stops and planned an enormous party for my friends on the day of her supposed baby shower. I decorated the hell out of my house, got a ton of food, and even paid this band my brother's friends with to come play. Even though I absolutely did not have time for any of this and I definitely should have been studying for my calculus test, it was totally worth it. People had a great time, and I got tons of great pictures to put all over my Instagram of the amazing party I threw on the day of her supposed baby shower. The party hadn't even ended before my aunt started blowing up my phone, calling and texting me and calling me all sorts of names. I feel bad that I know my mom is going to have to deal with the fallout of this, and I didn't exactly tell her I was throwing a party. I'm very grounded, but it's worth it to have my aunt never, ever ask me for anything again. I've never been happier to torpedo a relationship.